Okay. It's not giving me the option to go live here. I don't know why. It's always something. Always something. There we go. There we go. Break everything while I'm at it. Why not, huh? There we go. Okay. Hi, everybody. This is RC from Quiet Mind Light Center. I hope you are well. Today is Monday, June 23rd, 2025. I have great news to share. You might have already heard it. Before that, I just want to introduce myself. RC Barron from Quiet Mind Light Center. I'm a holistic healer out of Charlottesville, Virginia. And Monday nights, I do my inspirational moments every Monday night. And we talk about all different kinds of things. Mostly, my goal is to inspire you to do what your heart wants you to do, what you desire to do. Sometimes life gets in the way. So, my goal is to be there so that life doesn't get in the way for you to do what you need to do. Um, okay, there we go. I gotta be here so that I can see the comments. I can, at the moment, only see comments on my Facebook Quiet Mind Light page. I cannot see comments in any other place. So if you have questions, if you have comments, that's the place to go for now. I do go after this the session is over, and I look at where the other places that I broadcast, like YouTube and my personal Facebook page. I do go there afterwards, and if people have comments, if they have questions, I answer them. But for now, while I am live on, I only can see comments on Facebook in quietmind.us. So, the wonderful news I want to share with everybody is that I just read, it was announced about an hour ago, that there is a 24-hour ceasefire between Iran and Israel. First, one country will do the 12 hours, and then the other country will do the 12 hours. So that's 24 hours. And then the 12-day war is to end. I don't know all about the other details. Like, is there going to be a regime change? What's going to happen? I don't know about any of that, but I'm sure as moments go on, as hours pass, we'll get more and more information. Of course, I'm Armenian. I was born in Iran. Um, for me, I would love the regime to change. Uh, I have never been back since I left Iran in 1979. I would love to go back, and I would love anybody that loves history and wants to experience Iran. They have such beautiful cities, they have such ancient cities, they have, I mean, ruins that are out of this world, just like many other countries do. And the food is awesome, and the people, oh my God, the Iranian people are just amazing. When they say they will give the shirt back off, that phrase, they'll give the shirt back off, their back to you. That's exactly what Iranians are. It is amazing what wonderful hosts they are. And people that have met me and have honored me with their company at my house can say that I am a great host. And this is where I have learned it from. So today, I want to talk about something. To me, this is very interesting. I hope it is to you as well. Uh, is the earth flat or is the earth round? Right. Is there any way that it can be both? Is there any way that it can be both? I'm curious. So, what do you think? Do you think it can be both? Do you think it can be both flat and round all at the same time? Well, how can it be, right? Okay, visualize this. There's a farmer. He has 10 acres, 50 acres, whatever number you want to do. 100 acres, 1,000 acres. And what do farmers need to do with their land? They need to put a fencing around it, right? So let's say one section is horses, so the horses don't go away. Another section is cows, the cows don't run away. Sheep, goats, chickens, garden, whatever it might be, right? They have fences, and they might have even little fences in between to keep the different animals away from each other. So, and the land, let's say if it's 100 acres, I don't know what that would be in like countries that use centimeters. Uh, if it's 100 acres, it's most probably it's not 100 acre flat acre, right? I'm sure there's hills and there's lakes and ponds and all different kinds of things, right? Maybe it's 1,000 acres. There might be a small lake that separates things. There might be mountains that separate things, molehills, right? All different sizes and shapes. You're following me, right? What if the earth is way bigger than they have said it is, and we live in a fenced area of earth? Some section of it, right? It has mountains, it has seas, it has oceans, it has lakes, it has all different kinds of things because it's way more than 1,000 acres. So what if its section is all fenced in and that is where humanity lives, but the earth is actually round, but we live in a small section of it? Just things to ponder on, right? Things to consider. What if, what isn't it the Truman Show, the one that Jim Carrey was playing? I mean, everything is shown in the movies. Everything. Instead of them coming on the news and saying dun, 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 whatever the news noise is and telling us, we have found blah 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 blah, they show it to us in the movies. What if the Truman Show, I think it's called, Jim Carrey, where he figures out we live in a dome. What if that is also true? Except for the part that he goes to the edge of it and then there is a door and he goes in and he talks to God. But what if this fenced in area is in a dome? So we just see the sun come and go, we see the moon come and go. We are in a part of the earth that goes around the sun. All of that is true, but we're in a section of the earth, not the whole of the earth. We know that a lot of flat earthers talk about, hey, when you're flying from one place to the other, we're not going down, we're not going up. We go straight from one place to the other. A lot of flat earthers say that. So what if they are right and the round earthers are right? We just happen to be in one section of the earth and not whole of it. I mean, it is a possibility. We all know that planes that go towards the Arctic, um, what do you call it? Ice, they can't go beyond that. We're not allowed to go beyond that. The next thing you know, there's like jets flying next to them, or the ships that go close to it. There are countries that are close by will come and guide the ship away. So there's a reason. What the reason is, I don't know, but there is a reason for that. So that was just like something that came to me one day last week. I was totally fascinated by it and I decided to share it. The other thing that I have been kind of thinking about and contemplating, and I'm trying to think of the right way of expressing this. So we know that, I'm going to put it in a different way. I'm going to put it in the form of fear. How many times do we take, and I say we because I'm in this, right? We make decisions and take actions because we're scared of something else. Like if I don't do this, this might happen. Like if I don't cook, I'm going to have to go and spend money to buy food from outside. So, in order not to spend money outside or eat food that you might think is not healthy, you force yourself to cook. So, it's the opposite that's making you, it's the negative that's making you to do the positive. You don't wake up and say, I'm going to love to cook today. And you can apply this to anything. I am gonna take my shower, not because I want to be clean, but because I don't want to smell when I'm in public. I mean, there are all different kinds of people out there. I'm going to pay my bills on time, not because I thrive in doing that, but because I don't want them coming and chasing me. I don't want to get a bad credit. How many times do we go, we don't want to experience the negative, so we do the positive. that is doing something based on fear, not based on joy. It's the negative that forces us to do the positive. And if we can change our perspective, even if we catch ourselves, oh, I've got to cook. Hey, if we catch ourselves, I said, no, actually, I'm going to cook with joy and happiness. Oh, I got to take a shower so I can get to work. No, I'm going to happily take my shower. Oh, I got to pay my bills. I'll tell you this. Um, One of my exes, once a month, he would sit behind the computer and pay the bills, right? He'd make sure all the bills are paid. But that day, he would be in such a bad mood. Once a month, he's in a bad mood. You could not walk by him. No. So finally, one time I said, what's wrong with you? I have to pay bills. I go, okay. And I don't like paying bills. I go, but you still have to do it once a month, right? Yeah. I go, so why do you have to be in a bad mood? Why can't you just do it and be done with it? That was such a weird suggestion to him. He'd never thought about paying bills and not allowing that to bother him. And in time, good for him, he changed. He changed his ways in time. He just did it and was done with it. So that takes courage, right? To listen to something and, change the perspective. So when you think about the things that you are doing, it's not about punishing yourself and saying, oh, I did it again. I went to the negative first before the positive. It's not about all of that. It's not about none of that. What it's about is catch yourself, change change the way you're thinking. Catch yourself, change the way you're thinking. And eventually, once you become better at it, we become better at it. The idea of being afraid of death is something we need to work with because there is no death. There is the death of the physical body, but there is not the death of the soul. And the more conscious we live our lives, and the one way to do that is dropping fear in every aspect that we can, is to work with it and drop it, the more consciously you can live. And the more consciously you can live, the more you will be aware that although the physical body may pass, your consciousness will never pass. Your consciousness will always be an energy form that will live on. And that's just such a beautiful thing to know. And that will also set aside the fear of death. It doesn't mean that we should go be a daredevil. It just means a more peaceful life and a more peaceful death because there won't be anything to be scared of. And so meditation is very important. And creating a space for yourself where you can be at peace and let go of every worldly problem and issues, knowing that there was so much that went on in the past and you've conquered through them, you've thrived through them, and they're not important now. So much has passed, and there you don't remember last year today what you did, or 10 years ago today what you did. It's just gone. None of it was important. And so the only thing that matters is the peace that you want to create for yourself, and being aware of your consciousness, being connected to your breath, and letting go of as much fear as you can. And really meditating on them. I by saying I just made this decision based on fear. So what I'm going to do is sit down and meditate on it and go really, really deep into it. And if I have to do this for 10 times or 100 times, I'm going to do it until I find the source of it and I come to peace with it. So I don't make that decision, cooking, bathing, whatever it might be, paying the bills. These are just examples of it. Um, you don't make that decision. You go for the joy of it. You do it because you want to do it, and not because you're afraid of the consequences if you don't do it. Does anybody have any questions, comments? I agree with you. I don't agree with you. Anything. I already got a text from somebody, a message that would like a card. So I'm going to jump on that. I'm going to mix really good, because one time I didn't and I was not happy with it. So what do you guys think? Are you guys flat earthers or round earthers? Had you ever thought that maybe the flat earth could be sitting, I wish I had a ball with me, could be sitting at a section of the earth? I don't have a ball. I'm looking everywhere to see if I had a ball. No. I do have a flower that is round. Here's a flower. I'm just trying to, not fully round, but it looks round enough. So what if it's like a section over here? So it has its ups and downs, just like the flower, but it's a small section. We are on a small section of it. Yeah, it smells so good. This has been with me a whole week now. It's also because I was smart and I bought the flowers when the bulbs were still closed. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, All right. This is for Mona. She just wanted a general card. Mice. Mice is stress, anxiety. It is something in your life currently that's kind of nibbling at you, um, just constantly. I did shuffle, right? Shuffle. Betrayal. Didn't these cards come up for you last time too? Lilies, wisdom, aging. This is like a growing time for you. You're coming to realization of what is really going on around you, people that are around you, friends, family, co-workers. uh, it's a period of growing pains for you, letting go of what's not serving you anymore. And it's very, very hard, but you will thrive through it. You have thrived through many, many other difficult things in your life, and this will be much easier. Um, yeah, it kind of breaks our heart, but once you let go and you say, okay, this is what it is, and I deserve better. I deserve to have people around me that support me and encourage me and love me. Uh, then that is what will, you got to get rid of the people that are draining your energy. If anybody else would like a card, please make a comment. I'm going to do cards for this coming week for us. Moon, romance, emotions, dreams, the whip. So with the moon, with the emotions, with romance, the whip is more of a sexual connotations. I believe that's the word. And clover, luck. So if that is looks like romance is in the air for many people here, that's a wonderful thing. Why not? All right. Uh, should I reach out to a friend who does massage to help with her marketing? Is this going to be a job for you? Is this like a side hustle for you? Because if you're going to be putting your time and energy into something when you yourself have a lot going on right now, unless they're going to um, pay for your time in one way or another. You charge your other clients. Let's see what the cards say. Swapping is great. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. As long as there is a balance, right? Harmony into an exchange. Anybody else that would like a card? How would my week be? Curious minds want to know. Lisa, did you make this happen? The stork. Oh my God, you did make this happen, Lisa. You wished for it really, really good. Sty and the child. Okay. For me, this is improvements, is this one here. And then this is a sudden break, division. And the child is, beginning innocence. Let me see what that means. I have no idea what that means. Does anybody want to help me what that means? Improvement, sudden break, and innocence, beginnings for the child. I'm going to pick one more card. Star. Ta-da! Destiny, future. So with this one card that I picked, it kind of allows me uh, to find a path before there was no path. But with the improvement and the child, the beginnings, and the star being destiny, future, it tells me that it's the beginning of things for me, which is a wonderful thing. Which is because I'm waiting for some kind of news in the next couple of days. Okay, looks like nobody else has any questions. Um, yeah, that's what it looks like. I wonder. Um, I'm trying to see if there are any questions on YouTube. If I have the opportunity to check it, why not? And then we'll go from there. No, I don't think there are any questions right now. Okay, or comments. All right, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I will see you next Monday, which would be episode 51, I believe. Well, how about that? Okay. Have a great week.